Down the Road Show is a product of Murdock Worldwide Entertainment. This is Down the Road Show. This is entertainment, all up in your face.
Anyway, it was cool to be in it. I was driving back from Los Angeles up to Vancouver to do a play, and my manager called me and said, listen, J.J. Abrams' office, this is about a month after I found out I didn't get Scotty, office just called and they want to offer you something in the Star Trek movie. I'm like, pull over. I'm like, what? I go, well, what is it, you know? And they won't tell you until you say yes. I'm like, yes. So it doesn't matter what it is, but for those of you who don't know, there's a little part who haven't, most of you have probably seen the movie, but I come in when we're calling out all the names of people getting on different ships, and I say McCoy, and I don't say Kirk. Kirk runs up and goes, no, you never, Commander, you never called my name. You never called my name. I go, you've been grounded for academic suspension. I have a hat on and stuff like that. It was really cool. That's me, and a little pop in the movie, right? But when Chris Pine, who's a lovely guy who plays Kirk, I have the scene with him, and he's like, he goes, you're on a sci-fi, right? I said, yeah, I'm on Stargate. He goes, that's cool. What are those conventions like? I said, oh, you'll find out. He goes, you think so? I go, oh, you'll find out. He goes, do you think so? I'm like, dude, you're Kirk. Yeah, you'll find out. Yeah. I'm sure, I don't know if he's ever been to one, but yeah, but he did a great job in the movie, and that was a great movie, and working on that set for the small part that I had was such a joy. J.J. Abrams, there's a reason he's so successful, because he's a really class act, so it was really cool. Hi.
Hi. In my opinion, maybe you should have joined Saturday Night
You were
Live.
adorable.
Thank you.
Yes, in your opinion, yes?
I think you should have joined Saturday Night Live.
Thank you.
And at least on that show, you won't get killed off.
Pardon me?
At least on that show, you won't get killed off.
Thank you. Good point. Well, you never know. They probably would find a way. Thank you, though. You're sweet. I like Phoenix. Hi there.
Hi. My question is, actually, I don't know if it's more a comment or a question, but my sense of humor has a tendency to get me into a lot of trouble. And I know
Me too.
my parents are from England, so they have a total different sense of humor than Americans.
Yeah.
So it doesn't carry over very well. So I seem to laugh at things that maybe aren't very funny. Does that get you into trouble with your shows that you're on, or?
Yes. Yes. I mean, I just think it's good to have a laugh. I mean, at the end of the day, all we can do is laugh. You gotta, I think you can find the humor in everything, at times, because that's what makes the world go around. I mean, I always say it takes the same amount of time to say hello to somebody as it does not to. I think it's a conscious effort not to say hello to somebody. And when anybody comes onto our set, I'm the first person, I'd like to think anyway, that makes people feel at home and welcome, because I think it's just smart, too, because it makes it conducive to a good performance. If actors come onto a set, and I've been on sets where, some pseudo-stars or whatever don't talk to people, they snub you, and they're kind of like that. I'm like, that's not helping the process, because when you feel like uncomfortable, how can you be really good at what you do, and feel like it's okay if I mess up or do something like that. So I think it really constricts the performance in the way people are. So I think, to have a good sense of humor about things and just have, make jokes. Our set was constantly people making fun of each other, non-stop. We really made fun of Rachel Luttrell a lot, because she's so easy to tease, and she's probably one of the sweetest people you'll ever meet, but she's so fun to tease. Jason and I don't have the picture, it's somewhere, so it'll probably pop up one day. Rachel had a baby in the last season. She's heavily pregnant, just a huge belly, tiny, huge belly. So we had to, Leah, the makeup artist, said, listen, what are we gonna do? We gotta do something for Rachel. Let's make a big card and, do something funny, Paul. You do something funny. I'm like, God, what am I gonna do? It's funny. And so Rachel goes home early that day, because she only works a little bit, because she's almost gonna have the baby, And Jason Momoa and I are sitting in the trailer, and I'm like, Rachel takes her wig. She had a wig. She took her wig off and hands it on the thing. I'm like, oh, I got a good idea. And I go to the wardrobe people. I go, do you have any of Taylor's outfits? Anything like that? So he's like, yeah. I guess she's some of the old ones. And I'm like, yeah, well, give that to me. And her sword. And I put Rachel's wig on. And Jason and I did a photo shoot. And I put her pregnant belly that she had on, because she had a pregnant belly to keep with the continuity when she was pregnant. So they made a fake one for her, too, for her stunt double. Had a fake big belly. So I take that, I put it on, put her outfit on, I have that on, and Jason and I are doing like the stick fighting that Rachel would do, And we did a photo shoot of that and took all the pictures and put it, and I went into her trailer, and I took bags of chips and poured them on top of my stomach and had like a bottle of wine in my hand. And I put the captions like, with a stick fighting, like, Mommy's tough. And then Jason and I were like, Jason pretending he's making out with me. Mommy's sexy, you know? Mommy's hungry. And I'm lying the thing. Mommy's drunk. And she goes through all the pictures, and mine was last. She goes, all the girls like, oh my God, Rachel, you know, so beautiful. You're gonna be the best mom ever. And they're going through all the pages, and I'm like just waiting. I'm at the end of the trailer. And she goes, oh my God, this is so sweet, you guys. And she gets to mine. She goes, oh! I go, yes. So that's what we did. So laughing is good.
Yes, I appreciate that. Now I can tell someone else that too.
You do tell them that, please.
Yeah, tell her that over there.
What?
The little girl that was ahead of
What?
me. The one with all the. You said that was cute. Yeah.
What?
The question ahead of you. You said she was cute.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, she's with me. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
I think she wants to. She has autism, so.
Okay.
Let's just say.
Go ahead.
Big voice.
What's your color?
What's your
What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is the color that you have on, blue.
Blue.
Blue. Blue's my favorite color.
Thank you.
Is that your favorite color too?
Lexi, answer his question. Is that your favorite color?
Is that favorite color?
That's my favorite color. Blue.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I have two questions. My first one is you.
Blue's my favorite color, okay?
Yes.
I'm married, okay, it's the second.
That is incredible. Okay.
See, that was funny. That was funny.
I have two follow-up questions that I just thought of.
Okay.
The first one is, you find it a tactical advantage, or does it bother you that there might be other clones of Paul McGillion out there?
It doesn't bother me, it might bother you guys.
There he is again. And then my other one is, did it ever freak you out whenever you saw the race, or was there you have any interesting race
Oh
stories?
my God, yeah, totally. Creepy, creepy, creepy. Todd Masters does all the prosthetics. He did like Slither and all those stuff. That's the guy that did the race, you know? And James LaFranzio, I think I'm saying his last name wrong, but he was Steve, the first Wraith. For a long time, he was like one of the main Wraiths all the time. And to be a Wraith, it takes about 3.5 hours of prosthetics in the morning. So the weirdest part is her and Andy, who played the Queen Wraith, and I've never seen them unless they're a Wraith, because they come at 2 o'clock in the morning, right? So by the time I get there, they're already full Wraithed out, and they're in a different trailer. They're in a prosthetics trailer, and they constantly are being dotted at, and they put like makeup brushes. When you have that on, they're like, and they have contact. There's a contact person just for you that follows you around, and you're kind of like, it's almost like you're in a different set, because they have to take care of you so much, because it's so technical with the camera and stuff. But we went to the wrap party, season 1 wrap party, and I'm standing there, and this girl comes up to me, you know, and she's like, hey, how are you? I'm like, I'm good. She's really quite tall and striking. I'm like, I'm good. How are you? And I'm single, and I'm like, I'm doing great. She goes, you're so good in the show. I'm like, thanks. I mean, Paulie's getting lucky here. What's going on? He might need some platform shoes, but she's pretty cute. And I go, are you here with somebody? She goes, no, I'm here for the wrap party. I said, oh, cool. What do you do? She goes, I'm on the show. I'm like going, oh my God, she's a crazy fan. And she's like, well, you know, I don't know what's going on. How'd you get to the wrap party? I'm like, no, you're not. I've never seen you before. She goes, Paul, it's Andy. I'm like, hi, Andy. I still don't know who you are, right? I'm going like, oh, hi, Andy. I'm like, hi. She goes, you don't know who I am, do you? I'm like, no, I don't. I'm sorry. She goes, does this make a difference? She goes, I ought to kill you, Dr. Pick. I'm like, oh my God. You're a creepy Wraith. Creepy Wraith. And I did this, you know, I did the same thing with James at the party, but, you know, I didn't think he was hitting on me, but I didn't know who he was either. And then I was at Dragon Con like 4 years ago, and I said, they have a VIP room. Has anybody been to Dragon Con, that convention? It's pretty crazy. It's huge. There's like 60,000 people at it, and there's tons of costumes, you know. It's just a really big convention. It's a lot of fun, like this one, you know, but a little bit bigger as far as like, it's in these 2-3 hotels basically. It's crazy. But they have a big green VIP room for all the guests to go afterwards and have drinks and snacks and stuff. So it's at night, and this girl comes up to me. She goes, one of the people that work there. She goes, Jewel State, she wants to hook up with you. Are you gonna be around here for a while? She's getting showers. She just flew in. I'm like, yeah, totally. And so I'm like, great. I'm like, Jewel State, who's the hell's Jewel State, right? So I can't remember. So we're in the thing, and I'm with my buddy Mike. I bring to this convention with me. We're kind of hanging out. We're having some drinks. About an hour later, this girl comes over, and she goes, hi, how are you? And she's like really hot, and she gives me a big hug. I'm like, I'm great. I'm like, God, this is awesome. Again, it's just great. I'm having drinks and stuff, and she's like, so I go, so what do you, like after I go, what show are you on? She's like, I was on Firefly. I said, oh, cool, I've never seen it. And she's like, great, but I was also on Stargate with you. I'm like going, what? Again, I'm going, what? And she goes, it's Jewel. I played Elia, the Wraith. I'm like, oh, yeah, right. And this is my husband, Matt. I'm like, hey! So, but now, that was, because you don't know, you have no idea what somebody looks like at all, So it's very weird, and they kind of got it on you, right? Because they know that you don't know. So it's kind of a weird experience. But to be in the prosthetics like that is challenging. Chris Heyerdahl, who played the Wraith a lot, and he's on Sanctuary, plays Bigfoot, is like the Zen master. He just sits there for hours and they do this stuff. And I'm like, I was on Sanctuary a bit too. I played Rex for this other lizard character. And it's tough to sit there for 3.5 hours. Those guys are amazing what they do. But it's a lot of work to have as a regular basis. It's very difficult. So that's my Wraith story. Hi.
Hi, first of all, I want to say I love the show, and
Thank you.
loved you on the show, so
Thank
thanks
you.
for doing all that. I was curious what it's like acting in Vancouver. It seems like all the shows that are in Vancouver that you guys guest on everybody else's show. I wonder if that's like something you have to sign off on as some sort of criteria.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of, it's a smaller community, right? It's fun. They call it Hollywood North, but they also call it Sci-Fi Central, I think, God, there's so many sci-fi shows that shot there. I've been on almost all of them, And it's really cool. It's a cool experience. You kind of pop from show to show to show. One show I haven't been on yet is Eureka, which is I think one of the producers is going to be here, and I know Will, his friend, he's on as well. I think that's a cool show too. So maybe someday that's one of the only sci-fi shows I think, that and Battlestar. But I don't think I could have went on Battlestar because you're on Stargate. You don't really cross over to Battlestar. Different world, But I was the only actor to go from Stargate to Star Trek. Lots of Star Trek actors have been on Stargate, but no Stargate actors have been on Star Trek.
Thank you.
Just don't blink when you see it.
Rampage Fitness Academy is located at 23681 Via Linda, Suite A, in Mission Viejo, California, 92691. Call them at 949-830-7267. Cardio kickboxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, regular boxing, yoga, or women's classes only. Rampage Fitness Academy has it all. Check them out at rampagefitnessacademy.com.